the front part of this ankara. Okay, this is the right side of my ankara fabric. This is my lining. Okay, so and this is the hemming side, and remember this is going to be inner sewing all through. Remember this ankara miniskirt doesn't have a band. Okay, the hemming side of the skirt, that is the down part of the skirt. Okay, and what I did is I just sew half an inch all through. Remember from the previous video I said that the ankara fabric, the lining is going to be 1 inch shorter than the main ankara fabric. So if you can see this clearly, okay, if you can see this is what I mean. This is what I meant. Okay, so after sewing this the hem side, all you need to do is just drag the lining to meet with the waistline of the ankara. Okay, then you sew through. Remember this, I'm going to be doing inner sewing all through. So the next thing I do, I'll sew the sides, the both sides of this front skirt. This space I'm leaving so that I'll be able to turn out the fabric to the right side. All right, just a little space to turn it out. And you repeat the same process for the back. So for this back part of the skirt, the two right sides, you place the two right sides facing each other. The two right sides facing each other. Then you sew your zipper allowance. Remember it's 1 inch down, so I will sew my zipper allowance. Okay, so from the waistline, I'm going to be leaving about 8 or 8.5 inches or 9 inches for my zip. This is where I'll be placing my zipper. Okay, so but for mine I'll make it 9 inches down to my hip line. This is 9 inches down to my hip line. Okay, So from my waist to my hip, I marked 9 inches where I'll be inserting my zipper. Okay, then from here I measured 1 inch. And remember, I'm going to be leaving a little slit below for ease, so I can just measure, let me say 3.5 inches. I'll be leaving 3.5 inches for the slit below. So this is where I'm going to stop. So I'm only going to be stitching from here, this point to this point. So down below here I double stitched so that it will not, loose. So it will be tight down. This is my slit, okay? I double stitched here so that it won't be loose or easily get torn. Then over here I'll insert my zipper. This is my front. This is the front pattern of the ankara mini skirt. So what I'll be doing now, this is my waistline, okay, and this is the hemming line. So what I'll be doing now is to insert my darts, my waist dart. So I'll fold this into 2. I'll fold this into 2. Okay. So from this center point, I'll be measuring my nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 8. So 8 divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. So that 4 inches will be my waist dart, okay? And for me to achieve that, from this center fold, you can see this, from this center fold, I'll measure, I told you my nipple to nipple is 8 divided by 2 will give me 4 inches. This is 4 inches plus ½ inch sewing allowance. This will give me 4.5 inch. So this is where my darts will start from, okay? This is 4.5 inches, okay? So after sewing half an inch, I will get this 4 inches, which is my nipple to half of my nipple to nipple measurements. So I haven't done this. Then from the waist, from my waistline, this is my waist, I'll measure 6.5 inches. Some people measure 7 inches, just depending on how they want the dart, okay? Depending on where they want the dart to stop. So I will just measure 6.5 inch. So this is where my darts will stop. So all you need to do is just fold here like so and sew ½ inch down here. So I'll do the same thing for the other side and the same thing for the back. I was even supposed to do that before inserting my zip. All right, pardon me. All you need to do is, this line is just serving as a guide. This is a guide. If you check here now, you have about 9 inches. You see it, 9 inches, because of the half inches I added on both sides. So this line is just a guide. So what I'll do, I just hold like this, like so. Make sure you are holding both the ankara and the lining together. Then I'll sew half an inch down to where my 6.5 stops. The length. That will be the length of my dart. So remember, you are not sewing it straight. You are sewing it, is going to be a slant. It's going to be like a slant, okay? So what I'll do next is to shape my skirt. And here we have it. Here we have our skirt. Here we have it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. See you on my next video. Bye bye.